You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty. Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Well, that was a bit of a shitty thing to do, wasn't it? On to the next case. Marriage made in heaven. Yeah, right. Ooh, shit. Well, that's a hit and run.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Felony, that's such an odd word.
His own mother after I sweated him.
This is 1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
Okay, so we're investigating Ray's Cafe. Hopefully this case proves to be quite interesting. Ah, where's Bukowski? There he is. Always taking his bloody time.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes conviction.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
That's a good argument, I guess, but, you know. He is the DA. Oh God.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now we're going to take a look around.
Well, I guess first things first, we should probably talk to the coroner.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Really?
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Well, it stuck him from the side, didn't it? Okay, so I don't think there's really anything we need to look for as far as head injuries. Let's check his pockets.
We can notify next of kin.
Some beer money. That looks like everything in the wallet. And has he got anything in his other pocket? Fire and life. Great pleasure, we acknowledge receipt of your application. Life insurance policy. What the fuck? We're a standard veteran getting a lump sum paid of 16,000. You plan to secure as a beneficiary of 16,000, so an extra $6,000. Is it?
Addison has life insurance.
Okay, so that's instantly suspicious. Maybe somebody killed him for his life insurance payout money?
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Chest injury? Couldn't that have just as easily been...
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Was it really going that fast though?
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
So the driver knew. Okay, well,
It's all yours, Detective.
guess you better talk to this lady.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Eyewitness report.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Alright, I'll believe you. See if we can coax any more information out of her.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Okay, what was the vehicle like?
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
That's a pretty good description, actually. There's no reason you'd lie about that.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Well, that's some good information. Bloody hell. Dark red Lincoln Continental and the first three things of the license plate. Argument overheard.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Oh, come on, I know your truthful face. Don't hold back on me.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Ooh, newspaper. Story time. Oh, this guy again.
Courtney!
seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned in sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we have a chance to help.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Okay, I really don't like him then. Harlan J. Fontaine. Alright, well, bartender's right here. Why wouldn't we talk to him? What's up, bub?
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Okay, so what do you know about the hit and run incident, Dudley?
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Yeah, that's a load of shit, and you know it.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Okay, what's your association with the victim?
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Well, you look a lot more confident in that than before, so I'm going to say you're telling the truth.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
What the hell? He doesn't seem to think much of his wife. What about the argument you overheard?
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Yeah, you're not telling me the truth, are you? Well, not the entire truth.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
This guy doesn't seem to like telling the truth. So what's this about the joint business venture?
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Yeah, barmen are a lot more well informed than that, you son of a bitch. You're holding out on me.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Oh dear. Well, the phone has popped up. I guess we've got a call in. Can we use this phone?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, batch 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thank you.
Oh.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
What does that name sound familiar? Well, there's nothing else in the bar, let's have a quick look around outside and then go. There wouldn't be anything in the alley, would there? Maybe there's something hidden. Bottle? Oh. Can we go up on the roof? What the hell? We can? Surely there's not going to be something up here, right? Is Bukowski following me up? No, there's nothing up here. Why would there be? Come on, Bukowski, we're going back down. Nothing in the dumpsters then. What the? Oh! What the hell? Oh.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit and run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
What the hell is a knife doing there? But yeah, I'm glad I checked there now. Well, where's our car? Let's just take one of these old cars over here. Is this ours? I think this is ours. Oh, where should we go? Let's go to the Patterson residence first. See if we can get any more information before we chase down the owner of the red Lincoln Continental.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work. You don't think, Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Well, it's always worth asking all the questions you can think of. God damn it, it just overshot. Alright, so what can we gather from the Pattersons? Wish there were indicators on this game. That'd be cool. Knock knock.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Oh, thank you very much. Aren't you welcoming?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I
And
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Okay, so this is looking dodgier by the minute. Let's ask her about the hit and run incident.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
That's incredibly vague, and I think you're bullshitting. I'm gonna risk a doubt on this one.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Okay, so what the hell were you arguing about?
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
I think you were deliberately trying to rile him up. This is an obvious doubt if ever I've seen one.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Oh dear. And what about your partnership with the owner of the current bar to open a new one?
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're bloody lying. I think so anyway. Haven't we got the... what, the insurance letter? Yeah, you had to get life insurance. You couldn't afford anything like that.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Maybe I do. Oh god, I hope this is right. I've got a horrible feeling with this.
You increased the
Oh my
premium on
god.
Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
With a phone. You're a phone we can use after we've just, you know, shit all over your happy reunion.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks for your help.